I'm starting with a round plastic ornament ball. I will post the link in my description for ornaments from Amazon, but you can also order these from your local Walmart, Target, craft stores, or anywhere like that. And they do make glass ornaments as well, but I just like using the plastic ones because I am very heavy-handed, and whenever you pack these up for the holidays, you don't have to worry about breaking them when you move or anything like that. I'm using polyacrylic. I am using clear gloss. It does not matter the finish. I have used clear matte before, but make sure it is clear. You do not want like white. Make sure that you are using the clear polyacrylic. The colors I'm using are from Glitter Heart Co. They will be listed in my description below, along with a coupon code and their site: Chili Pepper, Tropical Storm, and Splash. I have some plastic and paper cups on hand as well, and I also have my mat to protect my surface. I don't have a little funnel on hand, but if you do have a funnel, I do recommend you having a funnel for this. It is a lot easier if you do have a funnel, so bear with me whenever you watch me make a big fat mess. So first, since I don't have a funnel, I'm pouring my polyacrylic inside of a cup, and then what I do is I try to make a little spout, and I take my ornament and I pour that polyacrylic inside of the spout or inside of the ornament. If it does go on the sides, just wipe up the sides with a baby wipe or a paper towel. It's no big deal. You can see how much I've placed in my ornament. It's quite a lot, so I like to add more than less, only because I want to make sure that this ornament is completely coated whenever I add that glitter. So once you have it inside of your ornament, just go ahead and turn your ornament like I'm doing, and just keep turning. As you see the polyacrylic float towards the top, you're going to start turning your ornament down in the mouth of the ornament or the opening of the ornament. Just start turning down into your cup, because I want to make sure I coat that top. You can see very clearly that there's no polyacrylic on there. One way to make sure to do this is to take a paper towel. You can fold your paper towel like this, place it on the mouth, and then kind of shake your towel in ornament to make sure that you have a nice coat of that polyacrylic. And that's just to make sure that it's getting the top or that mouth area so the glitter will stick. Once you have that polyacrylic in there, you will then take a Dixie cup, place your ornament upside down so the hole is facing inside of the cup, and let your ornament sit for about 2 to 3 minutes. The reason why we let our ornament sit for 2 to 3 minutes is because you want that polyacrylic to leak out. So there's a lot of polyacrylic that's leaking out already, you can see. So if you have a lot pooling at the bottom or puddling at the bottom, then whenever you add that glitter in there, it's gonna have a lot of just loose glitter just balled up, and you're gonna be able to hear it and shake it, and you don't wanna waste glitter, and you also don't wanna have that rattle around inside of your ornament. So let that sit for 2 to 3 minutes. I'm gonna let that sit, and then we'll go over that process again. I have my ornament just out of the box. I've taken the top off. I've made my little spout on my cup, and I'm pouring a lot of polyacrylic inside of my ornament. Got some on the side like I do every time. Wipe off that side, and then start turning that ornament round and around, and you can see the opening. You start putting the opening toward its side instead of having it right side up. Make sure it's a nice coat. Take your folded paper towel. You can start shaking it around the top. I still have the mouth or the opening still pointing towards like down, just so that polyacrylic can go towards the top. And then take another cup and place your ornament upside down. And then I'm going to go ahead and finish up the last one. And I just placed that last one inside of that cup that I already have. And now going back to my first ornament, you can see that it is coated. You see that nice coat on there. Inspect your ornament, make sure there's no clear areas, meaning no areas that the polyacrylic didn't stick to. I'm taking that Dixie cup and I am placing the excess polyacrylic back into my original container just to save more materials. You can see how much polyacrylic got out of that container. And now we are going to place that glitter inside of that ornament. Again, if you have a funnel, then it might be easier for you to funnel this in, but I just made a little spout inside of my Dixie cup. And then we are rotating that ornament the same way as we did the polyacrylic. And you can see how awesome that is, how it just coats that ornament. These are so easy and so fun to do with kids. You can see how beautiful that turns out, that nice coat. Take that same paper towel that we used earlier, shake that glitter up. Make sure you get a good shake. And what I'm doing is I'm making sure I'm shaking towards the top. Again, I know that little piece, that ornament piece does cover that top, but you want to just get a full covered ornament. And shake, shake, shake. Make sure you're just getting it full covered. You can see there's no spots left over. And then once you are done, I can still feel a lot of glitter in there. So then I just shake out the rest of the glitter into the Dixie cup. Now I reuse this glitter, it's not contaminated. I don't think it's contaminated. I've never had a problem with reusing it. So if you want to reuse it, you can go ahead and reuse it. Or if you don't want to, you can use it just for ornaments. So it's completely up to you. But I make sure I have no chunks in there. If there are like chunks of polyacrylic glitter pieces, then I will take them out, but there really doesn't happen. So I just place that right back in my container. And then once you have your glitter, you'll place this to the side and we'll move on with the next ornament. We took that ornament from that Dixie cup, take the rest of that polyacrylic, put it back in its container. And then now we're going to pour that glitter inside of my next ornament and try not to make a big fat mess, but y'all know I'm heavy-handed. Clean up the outside there. And then now for the fun part, you're gonna roll all of that glitter around that ornament. Look how beautiful that red is. If you don't know already, I do have a new kitten. His name is Onyx, and he always chooses chili pepper, so that's why I wanted to do chili pepper for this ornament. Take that same paper towel, shake, shake, shake. Make sure you get that top, that opening, so I'm shaking towards the opening, and then make sure you're getting that full covered ornament. And what's cool about this is if you don't get it fully covered, if there's some places that's kind of peeking through, like you all can't tell on the camera, but I can kind of see if I'm really looking at it, you can hardly notice. That's why I like this. So don't stress about it not being completely 100% covered. Y'all know everything's handmade and nothing's ever completely perfect, even though we always try to make it perfect. It's okay if you don't have it 100% covered. But you can see that it is covered and it is beautiful. It looks like ruby red slippers. And placing that ornament off to the side for it to dry. And for my last ornament, I will be using Splash, and I am definitely making a splash. And let's try to do that a little bit better this time and not make a big fat mess. And pour that inside of the ornament, spill it everywhere. And then now we're going to roll that ornament like the others. Get a good covered ornament. Take that paper towel, shake, 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 and then dump that excess out. Now that I have all three of my ornaments completely glittered inside, you need to let your ornaments dry. Your polyacrylic needs to dry for at least 24 hours. That's very important. The reason why we wait 24 hours is, well, because your polyacrylic takes about 24 hours to dry, and that is completely okay. Just because the insides are dry does not mean we cannot place our decals on these ornaments. So I know a lot of people, they like to wait until they're dry, but why not just knock it out right now, get those decals on, and then let them sit to dry. The most important part about letting them dry is whenever you place your ornament topper back on your ornament, it goes inside. So if your polyacrylic isn't dry, it's going to scrape around the inside. So do not put your topper back on your ornament. So make sure that you keep them open, you let them air dry. So one reason why I love doing ornaments is because all of my vinyl that I have scrapped away, all my little extra pieces, I get to use on my ornaments. So like these little snowflakes, I'm going to place that all over my blue ornament because it's light blue and it immediately reminds me of winter and snowflakes. I believe these snowflakes vary from about 0.8 in size to about an inch to maybe 1.2 inches. And for this blue one, I'm not going to place any words on this. It would be cute if I placed maybe Winter Wonderland, Happy Holidays, let it snow, something cute. But I think I just want to keep this one just snowflakes only. The vinyl that I am using is 651 vinyl, so I am using permanent vinyl. I'm not using temporary vinyl. The vinyl is not going to peel off per se, but whenever you do store them, or if you gift them to somebody or you sell them, make sure you let them know that it is not sealed in with any type of epoxy. I will have a video coming up on how to epoxy one of these and how to lay epoxy on your ornament. So make sure you stay tuned for that. But with these, they just have vinyl, so it's going to be just like any other ornament. Yes, eventually the vinyl might come off years down the line, but it's not just gonna wash away right now. So I do like to use permanent vinyl. I do not like to use temporary because permanent is obviously more permanent. So I have my first ornament finished with those cute little snowflakes. Then I'm going to place my decals on the green and the red ornament. I'll let y'all know what size decals I use, and then I'm going to let these dry, and I'll see y'all whenever these are completely finished. Welcome back, everybody. All of my ornaments have been decaled and they have been sitting air drying on my craft table for at least 24 hours. You can see how simple yet cute these ornaments are for the holidays. The snowflakes, they are about 0.7 by 0.7, and I made them I roughly made them that size, and I made some 0.6 and 0.8, and I just placed them all around this ornaments. As for my joy and my reindeer, I made them about 2 inches in length, and then I just made them probably 1.5 inches in height. So go off of about 2 inches for the decal. That is probably the perfect size for these, at least these size ornaments. And now that they are dry, I'm able to place that little clip thing on top of them. And these specifically came with red and white little yarn for the ornament hook. But if you don't like this, you can always cut this piece of yarn off. And I know a lot of people, they like to place ribbon for the ornament hook to latch on the Christmas tree. So that's also another option, and also a really cute idea. And all 3 of my ornaments are finished. Like I told y'all, these ornaments are so easy and so fun to make. They're perfect for making them with children, or if you want to make a cute, simple gift for any loved one. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more Tumblr and craft videos. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.